Nothing really complicated. And then we'd fill it in. You know, and my brain works like this. I think it's, my mother's Italian, so I have the Italian nervous system, and I drink coffee, but strong coffee. So I hear regular stuff, you know, but I also hear this. And I seem to be able to spit these things out all the time, and I can make them up right on the spot. And I don't know why. I never practice this type of thing. I always practice this. You know what I mean? I'm more interested, and always have been since 7 or 8 years old, in straight ahead acoustic jazz music. But I made that gig with Herbie, and so I got world recognition for playing this style. Broken thing style that I played with him, and it's kind of like if you went to a Broadway show and you saw Leonard Nimoy playing a dramatic role, as soon as you saw him, you'd be like, that's Spock. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not to that level.
And good. It'd be awesome because it's Spock.
Yeah, well, it could be good, you know, but also it's Spock. You know what I mean? So like, although I don't have that kind of recognition, I'm the Spock of this thing, you know what I mean? And so it's not like a lot of the guys you play with this band leader and that band leader, or whatever style that you're playing, you're known for all this. But we sold a tremendous amount of records, so there it is.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't begrudge it one bit, because I'm here today because of this. So it's fine.
How about a little something controversial, not healthcare, God forbid?
We could go into that. I wouldn't mind talking about it. No, go ahead. Let's not talk about that. Unless you want to.
Well, maybe later. But
okay, cool. After a beer.
Sure. How about the sampling? I know that you, Lenny White, Stubblefield, and you know,
Purdy.
Purdue Bernard Purdy.
Bernard Purdy and Jabo Stark, to name a few.
Sure, yeah, are sampled quite a bit.
Yeah.
And how does that work? Do you get recognition? Do you get money for that?
I get recognition for probably being one of the first guys ever to be sampled on hip-hop. Now, if you'd rather have that than money, I've got that. I would have rather had the check.
Sure.
Because part of the lament, not all the hip-hop's lyrics addresses a million issues. But one of them, laments I heard, they're not all laments, but one of them was, please don't rip us off. So I'm saying, if you sample some of us who can actually play the instruments and sample our music, don't rip us off either.
Sure.
Pay us for what you took.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's only fair, and I'm not asking for a yacht on the Caribbean. I'm just saying, well,
if offered, sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm saying we should be paid for that, because it's causes that we've made. It's music that we played and already worked for. So if one of these guys went out and did a day's work or 40 years' work, they would want to be paid. And I'm no different, and neither is Paul Jackson or Bill Summers or any of my friends who have been sampled and not paid for it.
Right.
And I've been on millions, at least eight tunes, if you want to call them, whatever you call them, 8 tracks. People talk in tracks nowadays, that sold over 8 million apiece. So I'm on millions, you know. And you didn't see a limo out there, did you, when I drove up? You know what I'm saying? So need I say anymore? But you know, I'm not begrudging my life. I love my life. I love what I'm doing. It's all good. But it would be even better if I had all that bread.
Yeah, I mean, could you have ever, I mean, looking back, 2020 vision, of course, but I mean, did you ever, anybody ever imagine that in 20 years, 15 years or whatever, people will be I don't know, is it ripping off?
Sure.
Sampling
ripping off is,
yeah.
I mean, those that do rip off.
Yeah.
No, nobody even thought of that. We were just playing.
Yeah.
But yet we did the work.
Mm-hmm.
And I came up with those beats myself. I mean, so all I can say is, if you're going to use my stuff, send me a check.
Yeah.
Just the same as I would anybody else if I used theirs.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Mike, thank you very much for sitting down and
That's
playing
it?
and talking. Yeah, that's it.
You don't want what I did when I was 5? You don't want to hear all this Catholic school? Come on. Let's get into the issues. All right, bro.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Okay, you're welcome.